Hello, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a vlog in so long and I've been wanting to get back to it. Today is Sunday, so I think I'm gonna do like almost like a Sunday through, maybe either a Sunday through Sunday or like a Sunday through Friday vlog style. I'm not committing to it because who knows, maybe this is just like spur of the moment and I don't want to do it anymore, but I don't know, I think maybe I've not vlogged as much because I feel like I don't do a lot of exciting things. I don't know, but sometimes I do. Anyways, I'm sitting at the gym about to go in and do a workout, and I wanted to give you an update on some of the books that I'm reading right now. My current audiobook is House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I know this is like a cult favorite for a lot of people. I've read some other TJ Klune and I feel like it's either hit or miss for me. Like, I loved Under the Whispering Door, one of my favorite books that year that I read it, and I love it by him. But I really didn't like In the Lives of Puppets by him. It just did not hit for me. And I'm trying to think if I've read anything else. Yeah, so anyways, this one is really good. Basically, the plot is you're following I think he's essentially like a social worker, and he gets called out to this house where these kids are staying in this like orphanage, and they all have magical powers. And so he's trying to like make sure they're being well taken care of and that they're wrangled in, but like also dealing with the fact that they have magical powers. And then there's also like a romance involved too. So far so good. I really like it. Oh, there's somebody walking, that's awkward. I'm almost done, and I think like it's not my new all-time favorite book, but I have really enjoyed it. A lot of the themes are really good about inclusion and diversity, and found family is always something that I really like in books. So I'm leaning probably like a 4 is where I'm thinking this will go, but we'll see. I have about an hour left. And then as far as my physical read, I'm reading Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins, the new Hunger Games book that follows Hey Mitch's games. I am loving it. I'm buddy reading it with some of my friends, and it's been heart-wrenching, but also really good. I am reminded of my love for Hunger Games because I used to be a big fan back in like middle school, and this has kind of like reignited my hype, and I kind of want to reread all of them. I don't have all of them physically. For some reason I was dumb and got rid of my copies, but and I actually haven't read a Ballad of Songbird and Snakes either, but so I might have to do just like a whole reread. We'll see. I don't know. Let me know if you guys are Hunger Games fans, but I'm reignited. So yeah, I have my Alani ready to take on the day. We'll see how much I get through with the reading. Oh, it matches my shirt. How cute. And hard crack. Yep. So I don't know what audiobook I'm going to read next. I have a couple of Libby holds available. I definitely will finish House in the Cerulean Sea today, so then we'll see what I pick up after that. I'll keep you updated. Cheers! Was a vlog. I have to remember that I'm vlogging because it's been a minute. I actually just got done filming a get ready with me to do this makeup and chat about my spring TBR, which is super fun. Now I am going to play Avowed, which is a new like fantasy RPG game that came out this year that I've been really enjoying. Lilo has just joined me. Let's see what else is going on. I sat you down so that I could have my tea, and I'm drinking Lavender Mint by Langley Tea Farms. My friend Josh, who is actually on BookTube now, and you should go follow him. I will put his name on the screen and link him down below. Give him a follow if you haven't already. And I finished House of the Cerulean Sea. It was good. I gave it a 4. I think the message is really sweet about people not being defined by certain qualities that they have. Like, I think it really, even though it was fantasy, like focused on the magical aspect, I think like the message behind what they were trying to say is like, I think they were almost maybe speaking about neurodivergence in children, and also just disability as well. I think is something that like you could kind of make the comparison to the way that they were discussing it. But overall, it was a really great story. It was really sweet. I really enjoyed it. The book I'm reading now is called The Mirror Season, the audiobook that I'm listening to. I got this recommendation from BookTube, and it's a YA about a girl who is assaulted, and there is magical realism aspect. She's Mexican American, and her family owns this, I believe they own this bakery, and she's able to like predict what people want before they ask for it. And after this horrible event happens to her, she loses that ability, and she's trying to like re-find herself again. And she also meets this boy who, the same night that she had this happen to her, he also had it happen to him, but he lost his memory, which is really sad. So I'm still in the beginning phases of it. It's really well written. It seems like it's gonna be a quick read, but definitely a lot of heavy topics discussed, so keep that in mind, trigger warning wise, if it's something that you think about picking up. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep listening to my audiobook and play my game. I do pause my audiobook during dialogue. I only listen to audiobooks while I'm gaming. If I'm just like roaming around in the world, I'm not that crazy, but I am a little crazy. So happy Monday. Today is a very Monday. I'm not feeling the best, but it's okay. It's super gloomy outside. I had a good work day. Nothing super eventful happening tonight. We are doing our podcast tonight. If you are unfamiliar, I do have 2 podcasts because I'm a crazy person and I thought I didn't have enough to do, so let's add more. But no, I'm only on one of them periodically. Also, sorry if it's echoey or still new to this house. So I am a huge fan of the Last of Us franchise, and the games are some of my favorite games of all time. There is also the HBO show now, which has Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and the season 2 comes out April 13th, so like 2 weeks. So our regularly scheduled programming for our gaming podcast, which is jkgames podcast, I always have it linked down below if you're interested. Cozy gaming and books are 2 of my favorite things, and sometimes I combine the 2, just depending. But anyways, we're doing like a takeover right now until the season 2 of the Last of Us HBO show is over. So every single week, instead of JK Games, we're doing Clickerbait, which is our specifically Last of Us centric podcast that we do. That's kind of like a subshoot. So anyways, that's tonight, where we're going to be talking about like our hopes and dreams and predictions. And you can see Lilo over here. But anyways, that's happening in a little bit. But for now, I am reading more of Sunrise on the Reaping, and I'm still really enjoying it so far. Again, it's very fast-paced. It is gut-wrenching, which is to be expected from the Hunger Games. That is what I'm currently reading. I also am reading, also reading this book, Banyan Moon. This is like a generational, or multi-generational story of women that are Vietnamese American, and it kind of plays a little bit with flashbacks, like you go back and forth between the daughter, the mom, and the grandmother's timelines, their POVs and their timelines. So I really like that. That's something that I really enjoy books. If you watched my 5-star audit where I analyzed my reading, generational stories are ones that I typically really enjoy. So this is I've kind of put this one down for a little bit while I was reading Sunrise on the Reaping, because we're doing a buddy read with that. I'm trying to pace myself so that I can not get too far ahead of everyone else. And so periodically I'll pick this up and read it in between. But anyways, that's probably the only thing that I'll update you guys with today. The audiobook I'm reading is still The Mirror Season, and it's really heavy. I just don't know if it's what I'm necessarily in the mood for, so I might put it down temporarily. We'll see. I haven't completely decided yet, but yeah. Anyways, maybe see you tomorrow. Hello, happy Tuesday. I am having a pretty normal day, just doing work things, but I did want to come on here and update you guys that I did unfortunately DNF the Mirror Season. I don't talk a lot about when I DNF books because honestly, I feel kind of bad when I have to do it, but it's not because it was bad. Like, the prose was really nice and beautiful, and the story was interesting enough, but I think I'm just not in the mood for something really heavy like that right now. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of is like why I felt the need to put it down. And I did just like pause my Libby hold, so it'll come back, and then maybe when it comes back and it's ready, I'll be in a better place. I don't know. We'll see. But I started reading The Spite House, and it is very good so far. I've been in a little bit of like a horror slump. I haven't found a really good horror novel in a while, and that used to be my jam. Like, that used to be what I really wanted. So I'm hoping that this is it. It's scratching the itch so far. Basically, you're following this guy who is on the run from something. We don't know exactly what, or what the circumstances are, but he is like traveling with his 2 daughters. And he sees he's looking for work, and he sees this ad for like a home like caretaker, I guess. And he interviews with this very interesting lady who owns the Spite House, which is what it's called. And she's looking to get someone to basically like prove the existence of paranormal at this house. And that's really all we know as of right now. And I'm very intrigued. Anything that like has paranormal essence to it, especially like if we're not sure what exactly is going on, like it's not necessarily confirmed that it's a ghost. And the main character, who the dad of the daughters, has, and I guess we're getting dual POV because we kind of have gotten information from the lady that's renting the house out. So I like that too. I love a good dual POV moment. Yeah, so I'm about 2 hours into the audiobook. The audiobook I think is 10 hours, so I'll keep you updated. Hopefully I can finish it this week. Today's April Fool's Day. We also did get a real announcement for the Sunrise on the Reaping movie. Comes out next November, which feels like so long to have to wait, first of all, but very exciting. So we'll see what this week brings. I thought it was fake when I saw it first. I think that's the downside of announcing things like this on April Fool's Day, is like, how do you know it's real? But yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. I did in fact make myself an evening coffee because I have a late meeting today, and I'm about to play some new games. This is Cora by Don't Nod, who makes some of the Life is Strange games. I don't have a controller, so, well, actually I do, but I kind of want to play it. I don't know, we'll see. hi, it is Thursday and I finally finished Sunrise on the Reaping and I enjoyed it. I think I had like really high expectations because, also sorry if it's echoey in here again. I had really high expectations based on some of the stuff I saw on social media of like everyone absolutely raving about it, especially like the ending. And it's just so depressing. And like, I know that it's the Hunger Games. Like it's very melancholy with like the dystopian in it and the hopefulness woven throughout it, especially with the epilogue, not to spoil anything. But I gave it a 4. I probably would say a 4.5 because like, I mean, it was incredibly well written. I read it really quickly and it was very like nostalgic getting back into this world. But I didn't feel quite as attached to the side characters as much as I wanted to. And I don't really know why that is. Maybe that's a me thing. I don't know if anybody else has had that experience, and they spent a lot of time at the games, which I was kind of surprised about for knowing like the format and knowing like what happens. I kind of wish we would have gotten a little bit more outside of the games and like more about the relationships between the different families and the allyships and the current condition of the world, and more like with Snow also. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good and would recommend it, obviously, if you're a fan. Definitely read it in order if you're reading it for the first time. In chronological order, I would recommend, because I think that would be a really cool experience. And then I actually just got this in the mail. This is Earth Eater by Dolores Reyes. This is our book club pick for April. And it's pretty short, but basically this is a very interesting like concept, magical realism-ish, I would say, from what I understand. But basically your main character is, she eats dirt and she can like feel like she eats the dirt and she gets like the understanding of the people that lived there. No. Her, so I'll read you the blurb. Electrifying and provocative, a powerful novel about a young woman whose compulsion to eat earth gives her visions of murdered and missing people. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that sounds crazy. I'm very excited. Look at the cover. Also, the cover is pretty. But yeah, I'll probably get into this tomorrow. It's a shorter one, so I don't want to like finish it too quickly before our meeting. So we'll see. I don't know, but I'll keep you updated on this one too. And I'm almost done with the Spite House. It is so good. It has turned out like really interesting. It is more of like a speculative horror, which is something that I like. So I'll keep you updated when I should be able to finish that tomorrow. I only have like an hour left in the audiobook, so. I do. Me? Oh. Y'all wanna be in my vlog? Hello. 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 Hello everyone, we have reached the end of the vlog. Lilo is here with me. I am at Target about to go in and get some things, but I just wanted to update you on what I've been reading and let you know that I've finished, what did I finish? Oh, did I talk about that I finished The Spite House already? I can't remember if I talked about that, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I think it's very, if you're into like psychological paranormal stories with like some contemporary like urban contemporary fiction, like, because essentially like I mentioned earlier, you're following the dad who's on the run with his two daughters, so you have that kind of like familial stuff. But there is definitely some spooky shit going on at the house that he gets hired at. And I love the twists and turns you go. I love the reveals. I think it's really good. 10 out of 10. Actually, I think I rated it a 4.5, but I would definitely still recommend it. That's just me getting like nitpicky with some of the things. And then I ended up starting You Truly Assumed by Layla Sabrine on audiobook. And this is a story about 3 teenagers who are Muslim and they're also Black. And one of them starts a blog just about her personal life experience after there's a terrorist attack. So it can be very triggering, so keep that in mind. But I love the stories that they're telling and the viewpoints that I don't personally get to experience. Being more educated about that, and it's very beautifully written, so I would definitely recommend this one too if it is something that you feel like you can listen to and not be affected. You want to be careful, but yeah, there's not necessarily brutal descriptions or anything like that. It's more just like speculative, like the aftermath of how that shapes their personal experience, and how the teens come together for this blog, and the kind of interwoven connections. Then I also started rereading this book. Does anybody remember this series? Tell me what you know about this, because this is Dark Secrets by Elizabeth Chandler. This is the first book. It contains 2 novellas in it, and I ate this up when I was a teenager, or maybe even in middle school. I can't remember. But these are the back kind of shows you some of the other covers. But I was just in the mood to reread something nostalgic. This is a paranormal romance. I think that's what it's pitched like, but it's YA, so it is definitely got that, like, and this is from the early 2000s, so it definitely has that very specific like early 2000s paranormal romance like vibe. But I love it, and it's just very entertaining. So I'm almost done with the first story in this kind of duology. I don't think I'm gonna necessarily like leave this and go and read the next one immediately, and it's not like a super fast page turner, but it's very much like a gothic vibe, and that's something that I'm really into right now. I realized I didn't finish a ton of stuff this vlog, but I really just wanted to get back into vlogging and kind of take you through. You saw some clips of us going to visit my parents, and that was really fun. We got to eat at this really cute restaurant that I got some clips of that I'll include. It was a really good week, and I'll do it again. I think I'll do it again this upcoming week. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it'll ever be like a weekly occurrence for me, but if you like these types of videos, please let me know and I'll keep doing them, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.